Well, as far as the mixed doubles draw is concerned, from quarterfinal stage, we had 7 seeds. That's the most number of seeds across all 5 disciplines. And 5 different nationalities, 3 pairs from China, and as you can see, 2 pairs from China have come through in the bottom half of the draw. The defending champions, Zhang Wei and Fan Yangzhe and Huang Dongping will battle it out tomorrow. 1 place remaining in the semi-finals to be decided by the match we're watching next. And I should tell you about Puavaranukro and Chae, who put out the 3-time finalists and 2-time winners, Zheng Xiwei and Wang Yaxiong, in a thrilling quarter-final. Saved 2 match points before coming through 26-24 in the deciding game. So here come the world champions, Chae, who's already played once today. He's already through into the semi-final of the men's doubles with his men's doubles partner, Kang Min-hyuk. Well, the crowd will be heavily involved in this one. There's no doubt about it. Tom Gicquel and Delphine Delrue trying to become the first home players in a semi-final here at the French Open for 15 years. And that's across all 5 disciplines. The last player representing France in a semi-final was Pi Hongyan in the women's singles back in 2009. Well, as you can see, it's a tall order for Gicquel and Delrue, because this is the 3rd meeting and the previous 2 have been won by their opponents. But as you saw the last time they met, it was a thriller at the Denmark Open last year. 22-20 in the deciding game, 1 hour and 14 minutes. So Chae and his partner are both left-handers. Won the world title last year in Copenhagen, and of course this man won the doubles double. Chae, 26 years of age, from Gyeongju, and they're enjoying their 15th consecutive week at their career high of 3. It's their 5th appearance as a pair. They were beaten finalists here actually 6 years ago. Lost out to Zheng Xiwei and Wang Yaxiong, who I was telling you have lost earlier today in the quarterfinal. Chae Yu-jung, 28, so the older of the 2, about 5'4" in height. And in the first round, they beat Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith from England. The second round against the left-handed Yuki Kaneko and his partner Mizaki Matsutomo, the All-England finalists from 3 years ago. Needed 3 games for that one. So to the European Championship and European Games silver medalists. Tom Gicquel is 25 years of age from Tours in west central France, and they're currently way down from their career high of 5, currently at 13 on the world rankings. 11 weeks though at world number 5 at the beginning of last year. Delphine Delrue is also 25 years of age from Sarcelles in the suburbs of Paris, at 5'7½", and they have had some terrific results so far in the first round against Oh Sun Huat and Siobhan Jamie Lai, and then 2 straight games against the beaten finalists from last year and the winners of the German Open last week, the 2 left-handers Tang Junman and Sieben Siet. So Bert van Horenbeck of Belgium is our umpire for this one, and Chris Yip from Hong Kong, China is the service judge. So Steen, quickly before we get underway, Just tell me who won the toss of the coin and who chose what?
The French won the coin toss and elected to either serve or receive, but it was the Koreans who got to choose ends, and they chose the far end.
Interesting. Yesterday, I remember that the French combination didn't choose ends when they won the toss of the coin. Yesterday, they chose to serve, I'm guessing.
So that might be the same again.
They've chosen the same again.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, So-Seung Jae and Cha Yoo-jung, Korea. And on my left, Tom Gicquel and Delrue, France. Delrue to serve to So-Seung Jae. Love all. Play.
So the last of the four mixed doubles quarterfinals gets underway, and that's a little ominous, isn't it?
Love.
Well, the last time these two pairs played, we saw that So-Seung Jae and Chae Yoo-jung had won 22-20 in the deciding game. But the thing that really stands out about their match in Odense was the fact that the French combination were a game and 18-9 up in the second and somehow didn't win.
Yeah, that was astonishing.
1-2.
And since then, and until this tournament, Gicquel and Delrue hadn't won a match.
That's right. I'm sure that the psychology of losing against the world champions when in such a commanding position didn't help their state of mind in future tournaments, but I can't believe that was the only reason they've struggled.
No, I don't think so. They took a break after French Open in Rennes.
Yeah.
To prepare for the last push up towards Olympic qualification and be well prepared for the Olympics as well. They have a great chance of qualifying.
What a net shot there by Delphine Delrue. Take a look at this. Chae Yoo-jung very nearly got it back. Earlier this year, Chae Yoo-jung was struggling with a hand injury, if you remember, Steen, when we watched them in Malaysia and then India the following week.
Yeah.
They lost in 2 quarterfinals in those 2 tournaments, the world champions.
And Seal was also struggling.
Oh, he had just got married.
He just got married. He's been on honeymoon.
That's right.
Service over. 4-all.
Short. Yeah, got what it deserved.
Service over. 5-4. 6-4.
That's a good smash.
Serves over. 5-6.
Wasn't a whole lot of space straight down the line there. But he managed to find it, made it awkward for Tom Gicquel.
Five. 6-0.
Do you have any suggestions, Steen, as to how tactically Gicquel and Delrue should be approaching this match?
It sounds it sounds trivial, but it, as almost always for European pairs, it's about getting the shuttle below the tape.
On their opponent's side.
On their opponent's side, and they definitely have the abilities to
There's some of
do
the
it.
French para-badminton team, I believe. Yes, lovely to see them here. Sorry, Steen.
I would also try and get Chae away from the front court. And then attack with variation. Super important that Delphine Delrue is alert on the front court and sort of can do one of two things: either maintain the initiative or try to put it away if Tom Gicquel have been able to create a good opportunity. There's going to be a battle for the front court, I'm certain of that.
That went under the net. Yeah.
The service situation and fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth shot. I don't think there's anybody really content in lifting.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. Well, Eric Koya, the former Olympic champion and now president of the BWF, the Badminton World Federation. Number of BWF personnel here to watch this, which is in essence an Olympic test event to test the venue, but it is, of course, one of our 6 Super 750 events, one of the elite tier tournaments on the HSBC BWF World Tour. So it's doubling up in 2 respects, this event.
Moved forward from its normal date in week 43.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Serves over. 9-0.
Yeah, and that is an example of what you were alluding to, Steen. Get Chae off the net.
Yeah.
She can be vulnerable on defence. Oh, that wasn't the best of serves, but it was a super return.
Serves over. 10-9.
We saw them yesterday. They weren't looking solid in their services, the French pair.
No, I thought so too.
Oh, that's too big
11-9
deception there from
interval.
Delrue. That was easy readable.
Yeah. And it means that the world champions, So Seung-jae and Chae have a 2-point advantage here at the mid-game interval.
Don't play over a lot of challenge. When she challenged back at the net, when you have good discipline, Tom, be ready, then she played a half court between. And right now, when we have high position, we push a little bit too much to the racket in front of them, and like you did in one of the last rally, open the court and over. Yeah, okay. So remember that. And still, every time actually we have the attack, get the first lift, very often we win the rally.
Court 1,
okay, come on.
20 seconds.
Quand il bloque, elle fait mal.
Well, there was some talk there from Kim Nielsen about discipline at the front of the court.
Yeah. When they were in good position, he felt they played too much directly at the Koreans to the racket instead of playing in front of them or over them. And they mentioned an example where they played over them. It's a bad idea to challenge the Koreans in terms of racket reflexes
10-11
in the flat game. And then it said something, when we have the attack, then when you do this, the first shot, and then I couldn't hear it, and they said, then we're winning. Was that when we played steep or whatever? Did you manage to hear that?
I didn't manage to hear it.
Serves over. 12-10. Okay. Play.
Yeah. Good anticipation by Delrue.
11-12.
Super important to get Siu to move before he's allowed to hit. And when the Koreans get on the attack, especially when Siu gets on the attack, he's very good at controlling the first shot.
Too high.
Service fault called, too high, called on Delphine Delrue.
13-11.
So difficult for us to tell these perspex little devices. And that's what the service judge uses. And you can see the line across the perspex there, and the two bits of perspex. The line has to line up with each other when the service judge is looking through, and that's how they tell whether it's below 1.15 metre mark.
Serves over. 12-13. Serves over. 14-12.
Not many long rallies at the moment.
No. I think it's because Delphine, Delrue and Gicquel, they know that it's super important that they play according to the game plan. That means that you go for it 100%, and sometimes you're successful, and then it works, and at other times you're struggling, and then you're losing the points quite quickly.
Well, there was total confusion between the two French players there.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion, I think Delphine Delrue should have moved forward and tried to defend that block. Oh, good flick serve. Very good flick serve.
16-12. Yes.
By Seo and Chae also flicking a lot to Delrue.
Look at the placement of that smash.
Super vulnerable in the forehand defense there, especially with Seo's left hand and steep attack.
Yeah, they're just piling on the pressure, the Koreans, at this crucial stage.
Yeah, and that might work, that shot, against other pairs, but it's very, very difficult when you're that far below the tape. You somehow have to take your medicine and lift it and say, okay, well played.
That's 4 cheap points, I reckon.
Yeah.
And now just 3 points away from the opening game, the reigning world champions.
It's gone wide. Nope.
Oh, that's a super lift.
Exactly on the line.
19-12.
Brilliant. That's a couple of times the Koreans have left the French combination absolutely stranded out of position.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely way to bring up game point opportunities.
Lost the last part of the game here, 9-2. That's Delrue and Gicquel.
Fault. Game.
Fault is called.
It's game. Tom, it's game.
Seo has picked up on it, the others haven't.
First game won by Jae.
Deemed to have either touched the net
21-12.
or taken it before it crossed over. I'm not convinced either. And I think it was a long shot to win the opening game.
지금 잘하고 있으니까 거기에서
12-20
조금
down
거치면
anyway.
이제 알고 또
But there is
들어오는 게 있으니까
confirmation.
그거
Opening
좀 더
game
대체할 수 있어요.
21-12 in 16 minutes.
수비하는 동작에서 커트, 그러니까 푸싱을 맞더라도 여기 요만큼의 그러니까 여자가 때리고 있으면 남자가 그 가운데 쪽에서 이동하는 쪽으로 친단 말이야. 그러면 그거를 정확히 안 쳐도 되니까 그냥 빠지게끔만 치고, 그거에서 내가 빠져서 들어올 수 있는, 그거 공격 전환할 수 있는 위치 선정만 만들어주면 된다. 그거를 막 치고 어떻게 하나 두 개 쳤으면 그 다음에는 붙여놓고 빼주고 그 다음에 내가 빨리 들어와서 다음 연결을 할 수 있는 동작을 해줘야 된단 말이야. 그리고 중간 플레이는 하고.
Now probably we can push a little bit harder if we have the slow side, so we can open the court. Okay, and the same with use the flick serve a little bit more to special to her. Yeah, and remember it's okay if you're low, go in the defense, play over her, open the court again, and then soft defense, and then you try to turn it around. Hey, come on, believe now. Yeah. New set, new game. Yeah, come on.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Yeah, heavy strapping on that left. I don't know whether it's a hamstring issue or whether it's a thigh muscle. She's got to get back on court. She's just applied that.
Next time you start doing that right away, okay?
Yeah.
But that is not consistent with what we saw in the previous match.
Yeah.
Laxasen was given a warning,
Yeah.
a yellow card, and here a verbal warning is... I don't mind which one of it is, as long as it's consistent.
Yeah. Oh, they're stranded again. That's such a clever shot. Beautifully executed by So Seung-jae.
And that's the difficult part. It's not only done by getting it below the tape, because Seo, he can play creative shots. Oh, I think something happened there.
Yeah.
He made a wrong move outside of the picture.
I think it's maybe her hip.
Yeah.
Delphine Delrue.
Serves over. 1-2.
Oh, that's great play.
Yeah.
The way they maneuvered Chae Yu-jung from the back court to the front court.
3-1.
Right.
4-1.
I think the French pair need to be awfully careful at the moment. I think it looks to me as if they've lost a bit of belief.
Yeah.
They need to go really hard for the next few points to try and restore that belief in themselves.
Good serve.
Serves over. 2-4.
Excellent.
Serves over. 5-2.
Oh, it got the neck cord, it got badly deflected. And that's why
6-2.
Delphine Delrue missed that one. Couldn't readjust in time.
Super play by Chae by blocking the first two, where Gicquel Delrue tried to play with the pace.
Good flick. Landed on the line. And the fans here at the Adidas Arena doing their level best to raise the spirits of the French players. Yeah, again, confusion.
Yeah. Good play.
Is that because of lack of match play, do you think, since the last French Open?
Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps it seems to me like Delphine Delrue is moving back to a position where it becomes unclear whether she's actually taking shots to the back line, and the Koreans are immediately exploiting it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It just seems that too often they've both been
Yeah.
left stranded, or there's
Yeah.
hesitation, who's going for what.
I think the French combinations is considerably weaker when Delphine Delrue is away from the front court. So a clear plan for what to do when she's at the back court is super important. When they're in the defense, then that's very, very difficult.
Weathered the storm, the French pair.
Service over. 4-7.
Again, I don't know, it might work at times, but in the long run against the world champions or the best Chinese pairs, I just don't think that defense is competitive.
The crouch defence, yeah, I agree. I mean, it used to be the case. Goodness me, back even before my day.
Yeah.
But the game has developed since then, hasn't it? And
It's
I think
developed, and it also affects your overall confidence that you can't play the lifts that you need to play because you're too vulnerable in the defense.
Yeah.
Brilliant play by Susan Chae. That was what I was alluding to in the opening game, that he's so good at just maintaining the initiative, playing a drop shot first and making his way forward on court. The shots look the same. Excellent disguised drop shot. That's why she's strong.
Service over.
Delrue.
5-9.
No, it's well left.
Service
A little
over.
bit of sideways drift,
10,
taking that wide of the mark.
(11-5) interval.
So to the mid-game interval. And it's a 6-point advantage for the reigning world champions So-Seong Chae and Chae Yu-jung.
좀 몸쪽으로 왔었을 때 그 빨리만 치려고 하자면 지금도 컨트롤 가운데 공격이나 조금 더 사이드만 빼주면 된다면 거기에서 컨트롤해서 다시 거기서 만들어서 시작할 수 있게끔 하고 유정이 움직임 좋으니까 자 둘이 공격했을 때 여자한테 몰아서 공격했을 때 빵빵빵 가다가 한 번씩 놔줘야 흔드는 동작이 온단 말이야. 그걸 계속 서 있는 데다가 막 거기서 계속 때리는 게 아니야. 때리고 한 번 흔들어 놓고 그 다음에 또 플레이가 받아도 다음에 올라오는 게 더 쉽게 때려줄 수 있으니까 그걸 좀 이런 것도 해봐.
20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Thank you. 7-5. Play.
Well, Gicquel and Delrue desperately need to try and turn this around if they're to become the first home players in a semi-final of the French Open for 15 years. Any ideas how they can try and do that?
I think it's difficult. It's sort of like desperate measures now. 12-5, one game down. I'm not certain it's going to work, but try and open up the diagonal between the Korean's backhand at the net and the long forehand of Siu. So basically targeting the backhand of Chae at the net and see if you can get an advantage there. But it's not like they haven't tried to do it. It's just, and I mean, logically, the two Koreans are player for player. They have better skills.
Yeah.
Service
fault called. Too high called on So Seung Jae this time.
13. Serves over. 14-6.
Yeah, you're right, Steen. That defence breaks down too easily, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Delrue.
And again, Chae is standing at the front court where she's confident. There's not situations like that where a better defense is needed. Wouldn't have made any difference because the lift was so short, but it's the ability to, if you're a little bit below the tape, play the back line and know that you can survive. We saw this mixed double earlier today with Chae and Hwang Chung against the Thais. It was a brilliant match, and we saw the huge work rages the two female players had in that match, and that's lacking a little bit here.
Well, coupled with the fact that the French pair have been caught out of position too often. I mean, that last rally, I mean, there was a huge gap down Gicquel's forehand corner. Good flick serve.
17.
And perhaps we also have the answer to how that could happen back in Denmark Open, that they came back from 9-18 down, the Koreans, because if they play close to their A game, they are a better pair at the moment.
And that's called good. And this is probably last chance for the French pair to really get on a bit of a run. That's long off the back line.
He missed it this time, Siu, but he's so quick on it there in that corner where there should be some possibilities, and that's where they're not really able to open the court enough and drag him away from the mid-court area. That's well played. Oh, challenge.
Challenges called in.
Not that I'm dead certain it was wide, but they need the points, Gicquel and Delrue, and it was close enough to challenge, in my opinion.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Good call by the line judge once again.
Serves over.
I don't think we've seen a correct challenge so far this evening, have we?
That's very encouraging. especially if these line judges are some of the ones coming back at the Olympics.
Yeah.
They've been excellent.
$19.8.
2 points away from their first semi-final of the year. So Seung Jae and Chae Yu-jung. Good smash.
In between the two Koreans.
Out.
Wide of the centre line.
20, match point 9.
So match point opportunities for the reigning world champions, So Seung Jae and Chae Yu-jung. And that'll do. Very commanding performance by So Seung Jae and Chae Yu-jung. 21-12, 21-9. Just 35 minutes for their victory. And that was impressive. And that means that So Seung Jae has 2 semi-finals tomorrow. An obvious disappointment for both Tom Gicquel and Delphine Delrue and the home fans here. I'm sure they hoped for a more competitive match. It was really rather one-sided in the end. So confirmation once again of that scoreline, 21-12, 21-9. And So Seung Jae and Chae Yu-jung, the current world champions, will play against the former world champions, Puavaranukroh and Thairat Thanachai, in tomorrow's semi-final. welcome back to this wonderful Adidas Arena for quarterfinals day here at the YONEX French Open. Well, next up, we have more Korean players. It's women's doubles this time. So, and Jong Na-eun and Kim Hae-jong are up against the defending champions from